Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow B.R.F and every indigenous nation in that zoological republic called Nigeria. This information is reaching us from the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Breaking: the Biafran resistance fighter has neutralized 15 Chukwuma Soludo's boys, terrorists in the old Anambra state, who is governed by Chukwuma Charles Soludo. He's been a governor of the state for less than 2 years right now, and he has been committing a lot of atrocities, from tax collection that are now remitted to the government, enforcing barbaric attitude in the system. Two people, they were burned to life. They were burned alive, rather, with tires. These men were, if not for the light of the social media and the rest, this would have not been known. Why? You as a governor, you set your boys or your men that are supposed to be law enforcers. Are they not supposed to apprehend them and take them to jail and prosecute them for their crimes and the rest? But they took law into their hands, and you are the one that sent them out to enforce those things. In this 21st century, why are we living like animals in that country? Is it a must to remain a country? I follow closely a reporter, which is like a Post TV. I appreciate their work. I give them credit for this. Of this media personality analyzing why Nigeria should not be together. We are over 250 million people. It is too much to be governed by one central government. It needs to be broken to pieces. It needs to be separated. That's why we are clamoring for Biafra. And if you look at the other part of Cameroon, which is called Ambazonian, it's also a big country of over 20 million people. And you want to keep them under Cameroon. This is the wickedness that has been committed by the government of Paul Biya, who doesn't even live in Cameroon. All what he has is a military personality in Cameroon that does his work, and he lives in Switzerland. Breaking: some weapons were recovered from those terrorists Ebubeagu in the old Anambra state. This is what the governor of Anambra state has done. He has created a group called Ebubeagu. Now, this group has been doing a lot of things, as I said earlier, taking laws into their hands, jungle justice, and the rest. But after the encounter with Biafran resistance fighters, they were massacred as well. They were sent to judgment, and some weapons were recovered. Do you remember that they killed a little boy some days ago? Maybe late last month, the boy was killed. This is the thing they have been doing.
Dr. Nnamdi Kanu once said, when two incompatibles meet, they can coexist if only they agree to agree and agree to disagree. But Nigeria, can we ever agree? My learned senior mentor, G.T. Ogunye, senior advocate of the masses, recently said, a country does not survive solely because of forced unity. It survives on purpose and fruitfulness. This Nigerian house, he said, is falling. Today, if it is not agitation for Oodua Republic, it is movement for the actualization of Biafra, or Arewa threatening to send Igbos packing from the north. How about Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, oil theft and militancy, or the once upon a time OPC? Why is the previous government granted amnesty to militants who didn't ask them for it? The current government sees Biafran agitators as miscreants that must be crushed, while rehabilitating repentant members of Boko Haram. Yet the victims are still crying daily for succor from the same government. If this is not injustice from a motherland, then I wonder how else you would define it. Yet, we mouth the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. I laugh in vernacular. Some stakeholders have canvassed for fiscal federalism or return to the 1963 Republican Constitution, while others have argued that we either restructure, discuss our coexistence through a referendum, or go our separate ways. And like my brother and friend, Barrister Tio Wibo, once asked, are we really afraid of going our separate ways? If that will guarantee justice, fairness, equity, peace, and security. I leave you to be the judge of that, though. Why countries like Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and USSR have all separated to foster equality, justice, security, and ethnic nationalism. We are here preaching unity in Nigeria, yet we have no solution to the genocide in Southern Kaduna, the illegal but officially condoned arms in the hands of killer headsmen, kidnappers, bandits roaming the country, the technically defeated Boko Haram, the amnesty militant, or the kidnappers. How about the corruption, nepotism, ineptitude, and barefaced selfishness and planlessness on the part of the political class, president, governor, lawmakers, and their likes? Make we sit down there and deceive ourselves. Czechoslovakia, which had a population of 16 million people, less than the Lagos population, separated into Czech and the Slovakia on the 1st of January 1993. Yugoslavia in 1991 was 23.2 million, barely more than Lagos population. It broke into 6 countries same year, all along ethnic lines, namely Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, and Slovenia. In Europe, the UK permitted regional autonomy to the Irish, the Scots, and the Welsh, while the English dominated Westminster. Switzerland has 4 ethnic groups. Each of them rotates the presidency annually through 7 cantons that constitute the federation unit. These countries, like every other, might have their problems, but they are stronger and fostering independence today. I would therefore advocate, as posited by Professor Wole Soyinka and Professor George Obiozo and a lot of other scholars, apart from those in government. Nigeria, as presently constituted, is structurally flawed and badly configured. If not restructured either along regional lines or allowed to discuss their cohabitation to either agree to agree or agree to disagree, it might give way forcefully without the opportunity of proper tailoring. The North, if properly harnessed, can not only feed the entire West Africa, but can become a new Dubai. The Southwest can enhance our creativity to become another Silicon Valley if they weren't waiting for revenue from a feeding bottle center. The Southeast, with accountable leadership and right infrastructure, can become the Japan of Africa, while the South-South can be able to look inward for possibilities that abound around them. Then we will indeed understand that united we fall, divided we stand.
The voting is very obvious everywhere. Glasgow Nigerian PLC is leaving. P&G is leaving. A lot of multinational companies are leaving. I once have a story of this pharmaceutical company that the NAFDAC asked them to pay $1 million to start operation. The company actually fulfilled all requirements to start operation, but they are still asking for bribe. This is how terrible the situation of the Islamic State of Nigeria is. Kindly subscribe to this channel.